In today's mental health check, do you remember the last time you felt awkward? How did it make you feel? Were you embarrassed, shy, maybe even a little cringe? We typically see being awkward as a negative thing, right? But according to our next guest, it does not have to be. She says embracing those awkward feelings can create empathy and even lead to deeper connections. Joining us now is Henna Pryor. She's the author of Good Awkward: How to Embrace the Embarrassing and Celebrate the Cringe to Become the Bravest You. I love the title of the book. You start the book in the beginning by talking about something that happened to you when you felt super awkward. Can you tell us a little of that story, and did that sort of inspire the premise for the book?
Yeah, I'm assuming we're not talking about my entire childhood, but yeah, in my adult life, I found that every time I was at an inflection point in my career and I was trying something new, all of the feelings of awkwardness would come back. And so the one you're probably talking about is post-pandemic. I went to high five a client whose attention I was really trying to get, trying to close a deal, and I thought he was doing this to high five me, and he was actually trying to tell me to stop.
Oh no.
It was pretty awful. I still think about it.
It's awkward.
I lived.
You lived, and this is part of the point. We're all awkward.
Yes.
Every one of us has had those awkward moments. So how do you define what you call good awkward?
Yeah, good awkward means it's an awkwardness that is useful, meaning when we are trying to stretch, we are trying to take a risk, we're trying something new, or we are trying to bounce back from an inevitable awkward moment. We do not get to avoid awkwardness. It exists in uncertainty. And if anyone hasn't looked around lately, the world is uncertain right now. So it's just helpful when we're trying to take more risks and to get better at navigating communication to get good at it.
How did you bounce back from the high five, by the way?
I said that was mortifying. And I kind of, and I laughed.
You owned it.
And you know what? Within seconds, he laughed too. And we actually had a great moment of connection just for naming it.
Well, you talk about that in the book, right? You say celebrate the cringe and leverage it to your advantage. Tell us more.
Yeah, in a world that keeps optimizing for smoothness, you know, AI is smoothing everything out. Instagram makes it look like I have 0 pores on my nose. In a world that is optimizing for everything to just be blemish-free, our authentic awkwardness is actually one of the true real things there is. A human who mispronounces a name, the crack on the sidewalk making you trip.
Oh, I just did that the other day.
I do it all the time. These are uniquely human experiences, and in this moment, they feel very real and bonding.
And so if we're in a situation that feels super awkward, give us, an example of what we could do to turn it.
Yeah, I mean, we've all felt them. We're all going to feel them again. So in those moments, there's a few things we can do. Number one, ironically, the avoidance of awkwardness increases it. So just name it. Someone say, hey, that was embarrassing, and usually we can move on faster. We can also try humor on for size, and also we can just learn to reframe our stories about it. It's not usually as bad as we think.
Yeah, we have on the screen bond over it, because everybody gets it. Everybody's had those moments.
Not just you, right.
What if somebody does somebody else, and you sort of feel secondhand awkwardness for them? What do you do then?
Yes, this is one of my favorite findings from the book. Is there's something called vicarious embarrassment, and it's a function of empathy. So if you are very high in empathy, a certain type of empathy, it can actually make you feel other people's embarrassment and awkwardness as though it's your own. You take it on as though it's your own, and ultimately that makes it hard for you to take risks. So it's important that you don't let that get in the way.
Henna Pryor, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. There's much more news ahead.